The home buying process is very scary, much like everything else in the world that you've never tried before. So if you are interested in buying a home and it seems very daunting, very scary, it seems like there's a lot of steps, a lot of moving pieces, you're not sure if you can do it or what even the first step is, make sure you watch this video all the way till the end. I'm going to be breaking down the entire home buying process coming straight from a real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area. Let's get right into it. Number one, and this is completely optional, but definitely recommended, especially if this is your first home purchase, is to partner with a local real estate agent. But I don't mean just partner with any real estate agent that you see, because everybody's a real estate agent, right? You're gonna ask your friend, everybody's gonna have a real estate agent friend or referral that they can give you. What you wanna do is make sure that you are working with top of the line, top of the class, full-time, focused, top-level real estate agents that can really help you understand the process as well as guide you and help you get into your next home. Things that you should be looking for in your real estate agent is making sure that they understand the local market in depth, in and out. They should know everything, all about the numbers, about the specific areas you're looking in, and have hopefully done business in those areas before. They should really help you understand the local neighborhood inventory levels, whether it's high or low. It is heavily low right now based off of early 2021. It may change in the future whenever you're watching this video, but they should be able to really help you understand your local market and the inventory levels and the average days on market and where you need to be at for your prices based off of the homes you're looking to buy. And they can really help you spot out those homes that you really want when they just hit the market, so you can get on those homes instantly, because right now in 2021 we are in a major competitive market. So if a home is good, right, or it's priced fairly and it's easy to show and it's everywhere online, that home most likely will sell within the first week and potentially have a bidding war, and there will be multiple offers. So you have to be ready and hopefully first in line, and that way you'll have a way better chance of actually getting your offer accepted. Another way your real estate agent could help you is potentially by helping you find off-market properties. Hopefully they have a huge database, especially of investors or local individuals that are looking to sell. So hopefully you can get some insight on maybe some of their newest listings that might fit your criteria. Again, this doesn't work unless it's a top level, high producing agent. And then as well as they should be able to completely help you and assess your current situation to see if this is the right fit for you and help you understand what your best decisions are. Number two, now after hopefully your real estate agent can help you out with this, after you find a good real estate agent, hopefully they can hook you up with a great lender. And from there, you're going to get pre-approved. And right there, they're going to explain to you and really break down exactly how much you can afford, exactly how much you're going to be putting down, whether it be 3%, 5%, 20%, right? They all vary. If you can qualify maybe for some first-time home buyer programs or different maybe down payment options, and they'll break it down for you exactly how much you'll need cash to close, so how much you're going to spend out of pocket to actually get the home, what price range you could be looking at, and as well as you can figure out what your monthly payments, or at least get an estimate of what they will be from getting pre-approved with a good lender. The pre-approval is basically going to break down what your debt to income ratio is, what your credit score is, how much money you're actually making, what was your most recent pay stubs. That's all what they're going to require so you can officially get pre-approved. So once all that's said and done, and the lender will be able to help you out with that a lot more, once that is done, then they'll be giving you a pre-approval letter in which now, right, you got your real estate agent, you got your pre-approval letter, you're officially qualified, you've already submitted all your documents with the lender. Now you can seriously hunt for houses. Step number 3 is going to be actually looking for a home.
Yep, just what I thought. Everything's overpriced.
Just kidding. And if you're enjoying this content so far, do me a huge favor, like down below. Make sure you subscribe for more weekly videos just like this. We talk about the home buying process, the home selling process, real estate, entrepreneurship, everything in between. Make sure you subscribe. So now that you're actually looking for your home and your real estate agent is going to really help you out with this process, you're going to figure out what your actual requirements are. You can sit down either with yourself or your spouse, whoever you're buying the house with, and really think about exactly what you want in a home, right? How many bedrooms, how many square footage, does it need to have a garage? Does it need to have at least 2-car garage, right? What are the requirements? Any special payments like flood insurance, or maybe a repaired sinkhole, is that okay? Is that not okay, right? You're gonna really think about what you're okay with and what your, maybe let's say your top 5 criteria is that's a deal breaker when it comes to finding your house. And when you're looking, when you find the right area, let's say you want to be in this specific county or you want to be in the specific city, right? A great thing to do is to actually compare all the homes so you can get a great understanding of what the average price point is, right? You can understand what the average square footage is in a neighborhood. And then from those, by understanding those, you can really understand, right, when a home comes on the market, a new home, whether it is at value, above value, less than market value, right? You can really have a great understanding of where it's at in the marketplace, right? And you can really understand if a home is, priced correctly. And if it's priced correctly, it matches your criteria. I guarantee it matches a ton of other people's criteria, so you're definitely going to want to jump on that. So you're going to be online, you understand your criteria, you're going to be looking everywhere. Your real estate agent will be helping you look for homes. You're going to be looking for homes on your own as well, right? And then you're going to be crossing off the homes, uncheck them, or put a little X to them that you don't want. Make sure you heart the ones that you do like. Save them for later, and hopefully you can actually start scheduling to go see the homes, right? It would probably be best to just schedule it all within a few hour period, get them all done within the same day, right? Maybe once per weekend or one time during the weekday. See all the homes that you want to see. But if you are in an area or you believe you're in a very competitive market like we are right now, maybe, you might have to go see that home at 7 p.m. when it comes on the market sometime this week, right? So if it comes out Tuesday and you see it on Tuesday and you're available Wednesday night and so is your agent, you might want to go see it then. So it really depends, and then hopefully with all that assistance from the lender, the real estate agent, you understand what you're doing a little bit more and what you're looking for. Now it is time for step number 4, which is make an offer and negotiate. Now that you're ready to make an offer, the things that you're going to be looking at that are most important in the contract, and you're going to break it down, is the actual purchase price, exactly how much you're going to be planning on putting as your down payment, as well as what you plan on putting in escrow, right? Or your earnest money deposit. So on average, when you're looking to buy a $250,000 home, you're going to have to put money up front, right? Just as a good show of faith that will be sent to the title company. You can just write a check, sometimes wire it to them. It depends on the title company. And all that money is a show of faith that you have the funds, that you're willing to put your money where your mouth is. That money is going to end up just going straight towards your closing cost or towards your down payment technically. So you don't lose it, right? Unless, right, you have a 15-day inspection period on average. Sometimes it's less if you want to have a more competitive offer, but 15 days on average, and you have that time period to get an inspection done, find out if there's anything wrong with the house, either renegotiate or back out at that point. But if you get past that 15 days and then you want to back out, you are at a major risk of actually losing your escrow deposit. Something else that is major on the contract is what is the actual closing date, right? Something I always preach to my buyers, depending on their specific timeline, right? You do whatever works for you, but just so you know, a little quick tip is if you close, let's say on January 30th, 2021, that's when you close. Your first mortgage payment would most likely be, you have 1 day or to finish January. So that's the 1 month you have. And then you have the next entire full month. So you would have roughly 1 day and 1 month until your first mortgage payment. But if you closed on January 1st, you would have the entire month of January and all of February. So you want to close as early as possible in each month, right? Because then you get the rest of that month and then the entire next month, just to something that's a little quick tip for you guys to remember. So now that everything looks good on the contract, right, you're ready to close at whatever date that you guys decided together between buyers and sellers. You're gonna put the money in escrow, your earnest money deposit, and that's due within 3 days, just so you know, on average. You're ready to go. You are now officially under contract. So now that we are under contract, the first thing that you are going to be doing is scheduling an inspection. Your real estate agent might have a great suggestion for you, or you can just find someone online on Google that has good reviews, whatever. So often a basic home inspection will be required, and that is just where that is not for insurance purposes, but they will go throughout the house and check out the entire house, give you a estimate of how much life is left on major appliances and major items like the roof and the AC unit, things like that, right? See if there's anything really wrong with that. Then on top of that, you're going to need 2 other inspections, which are going to be required for insurance purposes. Those are 100% required. And then there's, of course, other major inspections that you can get if you're fearful of different things, like a termite inspection, different things like that. But the 2 major inspection requirements will be a 4-point inspection, in which the inspector will check out the roof, the AC, the plumbing, and electricity, the 4 major items of the home, and as well as your wind mitigation, or at least that's required in Florida for insurance purposes. It may be different in other areas. You'll have to ask the inspectors as well as your real estate agent, depending on your local market, and they'll really help you understand what you need. And while you go under contract, while you're scheduling your inspection to be done, in the meantime, the lender will be taking care of your home, making sure that you can go into underwriting, right, in which you can officially certify that you can purchase the home. He's going to submit all the documentation based upon that house, and then they're going to start to work from there to make sure you can get financed for that specific house. So while they're doing that in the background, you just finish your inspection, and it depends how that goes. If it goes great, then you're good to go. You move on. If it goes bad, if there's some major issues, then you can potentially either request that those things be repaired. You can completely back out, get your escrow deposit back. The only thing you'd lose is the actual cost of the inspection. Or you can renegotiate and ask them to repair those items, or potentially lower the price to meet the demand for maybe whatever issue came up, like the electrical panel box was out of code, things like that. So once that's all said and done, the lender should be scheduling an appraisal. And what that will be is an appraiser will come out to that specific home that you're buying, and they will value that home at market value. Let's say the home that you purchased is $250,000 in this example. The appraiser will hopefully appraise the home at market value at $250,000. Then you're good to go. If they appraise it for even more, then that's even better. You have more equity in your house. But if they appraise it for less than what the value is, the lender most likely will not qualify you to actually purchase that home, because they're not going to allow you to purchase something for more than what it's actually worth. So you will either have to put more money down potentially, or the seller will have to come down in price. While all that's going on, the inspection just finished, the appraisal is going to be scheduled. There's nothing you have to do there. This is just the process of the home. The lender is going to be working on everything to make sure it goes under underwriting, as well as your agent is going to be making sure all the paperwork is in order, all the scheduling is okay, right? While all that's going on, if it's going smoothly, you want to continue to purchase this home. Now you begin shopping for home insurances. Because when you're buying a home with a mortgage, you are going to have home insurance. It's required, and you'll have to have it set up by the time that you're going to end up closing on the home. So now is time to get on it after the inspection. It's probably the greatest time, if you still want to move forward with the house, to start shopping for home insurance. So now we're getting close to the end of closing. We're getting near closing day. Here's some things that you definitely want to start to think about and start to do. You want to make sure you're set up for utilities, right? You want to make sure that they will be changed into your name. You're going to make sure that your funds are ready to be transferred to the title company, if not already, for closing day. And you want to make sure you have that closing date and a moving company ready if you need one, or UPS truck if you're packing up everything. You want to make sure you're all packed up, ready to go. Then on the day of closing, or sometimes the day before, you're going to have a final walkthrough to go through the home to make sure that it's up to par with all that you thought it'd be. Make sure, the house didn't catch on fire within the past few days in which you haven't seen it. And then you're gonna go to your closing and get ready to officially sign everything and make the home yours. Now it is finally closing day. What you're gonna need to do and what you're gonna need to bring is you're gonna make sure that your lender has sent over the funds for the purchase of your home, as well as you have already wired or bring a check for your cash to close, how much you're gonna need for down payment, closing costs, things like that. You're gonna make sure that you bring your government issued IDs as well as your social security cards. Then you're gonna make sure that you have a couple of proof of addresses of your citizenship, as in some local addresses from the past few years. And then you're gonna also make sure that you have your proof of homeowner's insurance, and as well as you gotta make sure, if you didn't already wire the funds in, you gotta bring your check so you can write it at that closing table. So once it's all said and done, you sign everything, the check has been sent over, you're gonna be getting the keys to your new home, and that is it. The title is now yours, the deed will now be yours, everything should be in your name. Make sure you save your paperwork, don't lose it, that's some very important stuff. Take your keys now that you just got from the title company and go on and enjoy your new home. So that's it, guys. That's my basic breakdown of the entire home buying process. It wasn't super detailed, but it should give you a great basic understanding of how it should look when buying your first home or buying a home in general. So I hope that really helped. If it did, make sure you like, subscribe down below for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.